And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone. I am meteorologist Shelden checking in with a quick look at your forecast, starting out with radar because, well, there's things happening out there this morning. That's certainly an exciting thing. Overall, so far, nothing too exciting out there right now, but we have seen some isolated activity up towards our northeast. You can see right now here at the time of recording, just before the 5 o'clock hour, some isolated light showers up around the Lipscomb area, just south of Derazette. Now, most of the activity has moved into Oklahoma, and unfortunately not looking at much more activity that direction, at least today, but we are starting to see signs that moisture is here in the area. So therefore, our next weather maker is now officially kicking into gear with isolated showers and storms here in the forecast. So here's the thing, dew points are on the way up. They were only in the mid-20s yesterday morning. We've already got them up to 36, and we're seeing signs that they should continue to increase. As you can see right there, Pampa having a dew point of 40. So the moisture is on the upward trend, and that is certainly good news. So that activity up towards the northeast, like I said, that's what we're seeing out there for this morning. That does fizzle out here pretty quickly. That is really not a major concern going throughout the rest of the day. Then we'll shift our focus to the southwest going into this afternoon. This is going to be right around later in the day, 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, gearing up for the evening period. You'll start to see some isolated thunderstorm activity down around the New Mexico and Texas state lines, down around eastern New Mexico, tracking its way to the northeast. Like I said, it's very isolated in nature. Really, most of the area today probably won't see rain, and even the rain that we do see, if we see any, should remain pretty light. Like I said, we're not looking at a drought-busting rain or significant activity, but one thing we could be seeing, some rumbles of thunder, maybe some brief gusty winds as well. That activity thins out overnight. We see increasing cloud cover for your Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon, right around 4 o'clock. There you see it, some isolated thunderstorms trying to push into the southeast. You'll notice relatively light activity. Like I said, nothing terribly exciting, but some light drizzle is to be anticipated maybe in several parts of the region, and more organized showers are of more isolated nature. So let's talk temperatures here. Unfortunately, it's not looking that much cooler out there. We're going to still be seeing very warm conditions, as there will be just enough sunlight to get those temperatures nice and toasty. We're going to bottom out at 47 this morning before we start to warm up into the high 60s by lunchtime. Today we'll be getting the 70s and lower 80s as we head on into this afternoon. And you will see places like Portales, maybe any isolated activity starts to cool that air down a little bit quicker. We'll drop into the 60s by tonight, and then only 50s for your overnight lows. Now, winds out there are going to be breezier as well, but the good news is it's not dry winds, so we're not anticipating any fire danger. What we're going to be seeing right there is winds turning out of the south-southeast, probably a good 10 to 20 miles an hour, and with any thunderstorm activity that does pop up, you might see a few isolated strong gusts as well, upwards of 25 to 30 miles an hour, so we'll watch for that. But generally, wind speeds 10 to 20 miles an hour at their worst in terms of what organized winds are looking like. So 7-day supercast here, so 20% chance of those isolated storms late this afternoon, 20% chance of those cloudy skies yielding maybe some light showers for your Thursday tomorrow. You'll see those overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. We'll warm back up into the 80s for Friday and Saturday before a cold front maybe knocks us into the 60s for a couple of days. Does look like maybe Sunday night into Monday we're going to get awfully close to freezing, so that will bear watching. Of course, a lot of folks trying to get those gardens started. Going to have to keep an eye on those temperatures as well.